so as mentioned, we'll keep it a pretty fluid today. Again, Thursday was really focused, so just keeping it a little bit more organic today. So invitation is going to be to move in whatever shape we're in, how you want to move. And that might be like, if we're in Warrior Two, you stick in Warrior Two, you might add a little bit of movement, you might play around a little bit. So just know that invitation's on the table. And really, yeah, as always, let it be what you want it to be. So go ahead and come to a comfortable seat. And as you find yourself on your sits bones, on your shins, perhaps sitting in a chair, if it feels okay in your body, in your practice, to close your eyes, invitation to let your eyelids softly shut. And before you start to really bring attention into anything, whether it's your body or your breath, take a moment to collect a little data, collect some information about where you are in your body, in your breath, in your mind. And just checking in. Using this moment as a pause to kind of notice your internal state. And it might be already calm, it might be a little frustrated. Whatever is showing up, allowing ourselves to notice it, and maybe even take a step back, kind of moving into your witness self or your observer self. And sometimes when we can step out of a situation a little bit, step out of ourselves, we might be able to see it slightly differently, new perspective, maybe look around it, walk around it. And I find sometimes in that space, there can be new solutions, new ways to move forward. And so we'll keep that throughout the practice, this idea of kind of moving around yourself, moving around your position, your posture, your shapes, and exploring how you can perhaps engage more deeply by actually stepping out of it. And slowly start to deepen your breath, bringing your breath all the way from the base of your belly up through your rib cage, your sternum, your heart space, all the way up to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, retracing that line, letting your breath soften, your shoulders soften, your sits bones getting a little heavier. And do that 2 more times. As you inhale, breathe in from the base of your belly all the way up. And as you exhale, let everything out as you drop back down. One more breath in. And a breath out. And gently start to move into your natural breath rhythm. Your eyes are closed. You're always welcome to keep them closed. If you'd like to softly open the lids of your eyes. And then we'll start with some circular motion. So you can go either direction, circling your upper body around your lower body. And so this might look different for everyone. Elbows might extend and bend, your head might drop down, shoulders might get into the mix. So just remembering it is the first real movement. And so noticing as you move, if there's any parts of your body that need a little extra support. And that might mean making your movements smaller. It might mean pressing into your hands more firmly. So just checking in. And then start to slow down whatever direction you're moving in and take your rotations and your circles in the opposite direction. It's funny, I know it's a small shift, but I always feel like it's easier to go in one direction than the other. And come back into the steady flow of your breath. And then start to slow down your direction, your movement here, and bring your torso back to a neutral position. Reach your hands to left and right, fingertips down, tailbone down, crown up, and navel is slightly drawn in and up. So engaging through your belly button. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale, flip your palms out and let it be an active reach as you reach through your fingertips all the way to the ground. Tuck your chin to your chest, lift up through the back of your head. Twice more like that. Inhale, arms lift up, gaze might start to lift up. Exhale, flip your palms out, reach wide, bring your chin to your chest, fingertips to the floor. Last one, full inhale to reach up. Flip your palms full, exhale to reach out. Fingertips stay down, lift up through the crown of your head, engage your abdominals. Inhale your left arm up and over, walk yourself over to the right, take 3 big circles with your left arm. And as you circle with your arm, come into your breath. And once you've completed your 3rd circle, the next time your left arm reaches up and over, let your bicep hover over your ear. Maybe you walk yourself a little further, maybe you walk yourself a little back, and breathe into your side ribs. Gaze can stay down, forward, or if it's uncomfortable on your neck, gaze can start to lift up. And then send your breath to the spaces that need some attention. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, release your gaze down towards your hand, towards the ground. Inhale, lift your left arm up, slide your right arm in, and let both of your arms rest down by your sides. Option to stay as you are. You might crisscross opposite foot in front. Again, subtle shift, but that might make a difference in your foundation. Bring both of your hands to left and right, lift up through the crown of your head once more. This time, lift your right arm up. Start to walk yourself over to the left, and the right arm will take 3 big circles. Once you've completed your 3rd circle, this time your right bicep will hover over your ear. So there's an activation of reaching through your fingertips. Bottom hand, again, maybe walks forward a bit, walks back, and then gaze stays down, forward, or rotates up. And 3 full breaths into your side ribs. Maybe soften your right shoulder away from your ear. On your next exhalation, allow your gaze to shift back down, releasing through your neck, and then inhale your right arm up. Let your torso lift, fingertips come to left and right. Return your hands onto your knees or onto your thighs. This time, as you inhale, roll your shoulder blades together, slight arch to your back, lift up from your chin. And as you exhale, contract your navel, draw your belly button in, roll and open your upper back, chin to chest. A few more times like this at your pace. Inhale, back body contracts, open up to the front of your body. And as you exhale, let your front body contract so that you can open up through the back of your body. We'll take 3 more at your pace. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one here, inhale to find your spinal extension. And as you exhale, let yourself curl in. Come back to a neutral seated position. Transition onto hands and knees, and I'm going to bring my blanket under my knees for support. And so option to set up, it's all folded funny, option to set up in a way that's comfortable. And then once you find your tabletop, go ahead, turn your fingertips to left and right. So the wrists will be in a slightly different position than we normally do. And take some side to side rocks. Invitations to start slow, right? This is a lot on the wrist. So as you kind of sway your upper body side to side, your hips can kind of sway side to side too. So it's a gentle rock, but in this gentle rock, there might be a lot of sensation in the wrist area. And then you might choose to stay in the side to side rock, or the next time you move to one side or the other, start to then rotate forward and around. So now you're transitioning that into more circular motions. And again, being a little bit maybe more cautious than you normally would if your fingertips were forward, because this does change the connection to the shape quite a bit. And then if you're taking circles, go ahead, take it in the other direction. And then slow your circles down, come back to neutral. Flip your fingertips so now they're facing the front of your mat, so a bit more traditional to what we normally do. And start to rock yourself forward and back. So this will be, again, different for everybody, starting to feel that adjustment on your wrists, forward and back. Continue to spread out through your fingertips, really plug each knuckle, or I should say like each finger pad to the ground. So your knuckles might even lift a little bit. And then maybe you start to take circles around your hips, around your wrists here. And so keeping that activation of your palms so that you can stabilize and find a bit more fluidity. And then swap your directions one more time. Come back to neutral, tuck your toes underneath. Come back to sit up on your heels just a moment so that you can open and close your wrists or your hands, kind of give them a little shake. It might feel good to grab opposite hand and give them a little roll, just to take some of that effort out. And then go ahead, come back onto your hands and knees, re-energize your fingertips, untuck your toes once more. And then inhale, tailbone back, crown forward towards your cow spine. Exhale, contract your navel, open your back towards your cat. And 2 more times like this, inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Back to a neutral tabletop. Extend your right toes to the back of your mat. Toes stay down. Right heel back, crown of your head forward. Really find some extension. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Keep that extension. Exhale. Inhale, front to back. This time, exhale, draw your knee towards your nose, round through your back body. Inhale, extend. Little different this time. Exhale, tap your back right toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap the right toes. Inhale, lift. Nice. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw in. This time, inhale, extend. Tap your back right toes. Turn your right heel down, pivot your left shin out, left hand to the floor, right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. And then flip your palm towards the front of your mat. Take a big circle with your right arm. There's one. And take another circle. There's two. And one more circle for three. The next time your right arm is up to the ceiling, keep it up there, palm will face to the right, shift up onto your right toes, actively press down into your left hand, and maybe you start to lift your right leg. Really send the energy out through your back heel. Take a full breath in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, release your right foot to the floor. Bring your right hand to the ground, pivot onto your right toes, left shin lines back up. And then step your left foot to meet your right foot, high plank. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. First down dog, first time we're really getting into the hamstrings. So here's a great opportunity to really tap into what you need. So maybe that's a lot of bending, a lot of movement. It might be just the opposite. It might be no movement. And then come to a neutral down dog, walk your hands backwards. So you'll come to your Uttanasana at the back of your mat. Let yourself get heavy. Option to let your head, neck, and shoulders really fall down. Maybe you grab opposite elbows and take a little rock side to side. You might rock forward and back. Release your palms down if they're lifted. Inhale, slide up to your half lift. Exhale, fold. Twice more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And the last one, inhale. Exhale. Press to your feet, lift your arms all the way up, palms connect high. Exhale, hands to your heart. Release Tadasana. Take your arms out in front of you, and then I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to kind of press it forward and take my right hand to draw my fingertips back. So again, we're just taking a moment to get into the wrist without any pressure on them. And then you can switch sides. So opposite hand, draw your fingers back. And then flip so the front of your hand is down, fingertips are down. And then same thing, you can kind of use your opposite hand to breathe into the top of your wrist. Ooh, I feel that in my forearm. And then other side, top of the hand down. And then again, open and close your fingers, maybe give them a little shake. Yep. And then come back into your foundation of Tadasana. Feet about hip width distance apart. Engage your abdominals, soft bend to your knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we'll twist to the right. Hips can move with you. Gaze to the side, or maybe gaze back towards your right hand, or left hand, excuse me. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist opposite direction. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release your hands to your low back, fingertips down, elbows draw in, collarbones and heart lift. Exhale, nice big bend to your knees, trace your back line all the way down to your fold. Inhale to your half lift. Exhale, palms to the ground. Go ahead, walk yourself all the way forward. We're coming back onto hands and knees. So any way you'd like to arrive there. And then once you get there, go ahead, walk your hands underneath your shoulders again, spread out through your fingertips, secure through your shins and the tops of your feet. Inhale forward and back. Drop your belly down. Exhale, draw in. And twice more. Back to a neutral tabletop. This time, left toes to the back of your mat. Left heel presses back. Crown of your head reaches forward. So there's a lot of space from your back left heel, kind of moving up and on the diagonal to your front right shoulder. And then inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale. Inhale to stay. Nice. Exhale, draw your left knee in, curl in. Reach your leg back. Exhale, tap your toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap the left toes. Turn your left heel down. Open up through your right foot and your right shin. Press to your right hand. Lift your left arm all the way up to the ceiling. And then flip your palm to the front. And when you're ready, take 3 big circles. So you might move faster than I'm going. You might move slower than I'm going. Nice. And your right hand can always be on a block too. I didn't say that, but please know you can always take a block here. And then left arm reaches all the way up. Palm faces to the left. Shift the weight into your right hand. Shift the weight to your left toes and lift your back left leg. Actively press through your heel so you're energizing from heel to crown. Full breath in. And out. Nice. 2 more. One more inhale. Exhale your left foot to the ground. Sweep your left arm around. Pivot your foot back in space. And then step your right foot to meet your left foot, high plank. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Second round here. Again, take it at your own pace. Explore the shape as needed. When you're ready, bend into your knees. This time we'll walk forward so you can come to the front of your mat, Uttanasana. Again, let your feet connect down as your upper body gets a bit heavier. You might ragdoll with your arms draping down by your sides. You might grab opposite elbows for this round. This time you might interlace your hands behind your head. So with that extra weight, there might be a little more traction on your back, on your neck. That might feel good. And take a full breath in. And out. Release your hands back down to the ground. Inhale, slide up to your half lift. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more half lift. Exhale, palms to the ground, bend to your knees, press down, rise all the way up, arms connect high. Exhale, hands to your heart. Release, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Soft bend to your knees, and as you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Nice. Inhale, center. 1 more time each side. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Release your hands to your low back, fingertips down, elbows in, heart and collarbones lift. Exhale, let yourself melt down as you move back to your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, palms to the ground, right foot steps back. Drop your knee, tuck or untuck your toes, walk up onto your left thigh. Once you find your lower body, inhale your arms up. Exhale, bend into your elbows, cactus your arms, so palms face forward. Yep, maybe you open your heart a little. Inhale, lift your arms back up. Nice, 2 more times like that. Exhale, bend your elbows, open up through your heart. Inhale, lift. One more time, exhale to bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release your hands to frame your left foot. I'm going to put my right hand on a block for this, so know that you can keep your right hand on the floor or on the ground. Inhale your left arm forward, up and around. There's 1 circle. 2 circles. And 3 circles. This time, when you circle your left arm up, keep it at the peak of the circle. So your left palm faces to the left, press to your right hand, heart turns to the left. Stay here for a breath in. And out. 2 more. Exhale, complete your circle. So keep reaching your arm back. Bring it back down to frame your left foot. If you've got a block like I do, you can set it to the side. Tuck your back right toes, lift your right knee, pivot to the right. We're going to flow through Skandasana. So bend into your back right knee. Bend into your front left knee. Bend to your back right. Bend to your front left. One more time, bend to the back right. This time, pivot on your toes so you're facing the front of your mat, low runner's lunge. Nice. Really press down into your feet, walk up onto your left thigh again, this time in a high lunge position. When you're ready with your lower body, inhale your arms up. Exhale, hover forward, reach your arms back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So there might be a little lift and lower with the legs here too. I just noticed I was doing that. Inhale, my hips are rising a little bit. Exhale, falling down. So kind of play around there. This time, keep your lower body in your low lunge, lift your arms up, let your shoulders drop in. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. Exhale, slowly release your hands down to frame your left foot. Bend your back right knee, step all the way forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Twice more, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale. Exhale, palms to the ground, left foot steps all the way back. Drop your knee, tuck or untuck your toes. Walk up onto your right thigh. Set your foundation of your lower body. Nice. And then inhale your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Nice. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale your arms back up. Exhale, release your hands to frame your right foot, left hand on the floor or a block. Inhale your right arm up and around for 1. Circle for 2. And full circle for 3. This time, when your right arm reaches to the ceiling, let your palm face the right, press your left hand down, turn your heart to the right, and stay here for 3 breaths in your twist. Complete your circle, reaching your arm back, around and down, frame your front right foot. Set your block to the side, tuck your back left toes, lift your knee. This time we're gonna head to the left, pivot on your toes. And again, this can be different for everyone. So we're in a Skandasana back and forth. You might bend deeper, you might stay higher. So it's up to you, but take it at your pace, flowing from left to right. The next time you bend into your front right knee, start to pivot on your toes. So you're facing the front of your mat once more. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Actively press into your feet, walk up onto your right thigh, lift up through your torso, and then settle into your foundation. Nice. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, lean forward, hover as your hands reach back. Inhale, lift. Maybe you lift on the back toes. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale. Exhale. Keep your low lunge stance in your legs. Inhale, your arms back up. Exhale, soften your shoulders, settle into your high lunge. Nice. Big breath in. And out. 2 more. Last one. Slowly release your hands down to your frame, your front foot. This time, drop your back knee, and you can wiggle your right foot over to the side, kind of slide it back. I never find a graceful way to do that. But, so you're back into your tabletop. And then inhale forward and back. Exhale, curl. Twice more. And come back to your neutral tabletop. Walk your hands forward, walk your knees back. So just enough that you can come down onto your belly. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows draw in, tops of your feet connect down to the floor. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale, forehead down. 2 more times, inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Extend your arms long in front of you. So I'm going to take my pinkies on the floor, so my thumbs are facing up. And then we'll move opposite leg, opposite arm. Inhale, lift your right arm as you lift your left leg. Exhale, lower. So you can have your forehead on the floor here. I'm going to keep my head up so you can hear, but just no forehead can rest. And then inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower. Twice more each side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Elbows draw in, toes tuck, engage your core so that you can press back up to a tabletop. And then sweep your feet to the side. We'll come back onto a seat. So you might want to refold your blanket and have that foundation for you. Okay, so let's start with the, let's say right leg to the upper right. So the left foot into the right thigh, and then turn towards your right leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, start to hinge, but just a little bit. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge a little more. Nice. One more. Inhale, slight lift. Yes. This time, exhale, let yourself drop into your fold. Stay here and breathe. Allow your next inhale to lift your gaze, lift your head, neck, shoulders, torso, eventually coming up to a seat. Turn your torso to the front. Keep your right leg extended. Take your left leg towards the upper left. So you have like a mini wide leg forward fold happening. And then the option to take a soft bend into your knees here. Hands come down to left and right, slightly forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, start to lower. And then at the end of your exhale, pause. Inhale, lift your torso. Exhale, start to drop in. Last time, inhale, lift. This time, exhale, let yourself fold forward. Head, neck, and shoulders can get heavy. I have my hands on the outside of my legs, but it might be more comfortable for you to put your hands on the inside of your legs or maybe on your legs. So just know that your hand position is going to be up to you. And take another full cycle of breath in. And out. As you inhale, lift your gaze back up, start to walk your torso back up. This time, keep your left leg extended, bend into your right knee, sole of your foot to the floor, knee drops to the side, slight rotation to the left. Yep, it's keeping that momentum. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, start to hinge. And then on the inhale, you lift your head, neck, and shoulders, lift your torso. Exhale, drop in. One more inhale. This time, exhale, let yourself fully drop into your fold. And breathe. On your next inhale, lift your gaze, lift your head, lift your shoulders, and then start to walk yourself back up. Turn your torso to the front, keep your left leg extended. Second round, take your right leg wide, so maybe as wide as your mat, or you might go a little bit wider than your mat. Yep, toes draw back, hands. I'm gonna bring my hands to the inside line this time. So again, you can be on the outside line if you want. Inhale, lift, soft bend to your knees. Exhale, hinge at your hips. And then inhale, lift up, find some extension. Exhale, maybe a little bit deeper. One more inhale, lift up from your back body. This time, exhale, let yourself fold in. And breathe. And take another breath in. Big exhale. Press to your palms, start to lift up through your head. As your back body strengthens, let your whole torso lift back up. Walk your feet back so they're more or less hip width distance apart. And then bend into your right knee sole of your foot to the floor. Take your left arm around, right arm behind. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate right. And twice more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale to your rotation. Inhale. And then as you exhale this time, find the capacity of your twist and stay there. And gently unravel yourself back to center. Extend your right leg long. Bend into the sole of bend into your left knee, sole of your foot to the floor. Take a moment to stabilize your lower body, and then right arm gives you the squeeze, left arm reaches behind. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate left. And 2 more to explore. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Once you find the capacity of your twist on this side, stay and breathe. And slowly unravel yourself back to center. Bend into your right knee and walk your left foot forward just enough that you can slide off your blanket if you're on one. Come all the way down onto your back. Keep your knees bent. And once your back body finds the floor, take a moment to connect your shoulders. So maybe you kind of wiggle your shoulders out a little bit. So a lot of your back body is on the ground. Take a moment at neutral. Press into your feet and kind of rock back and forth, right? So I don't know if you can see it. It's a subtle movement, but by pressing your feet, you can kind of feel your body rock to the top and bottom of your mat, just to kind of keep that movement going. And then slow that down. And let your body rest in stillness, maybe still feeling that energetic pulse. And then walk your feet a little bit wider. Now we're going to take the rock side to side, so you can move left and right with your knees, moving into your windshield wiper. So exploring the different ways that you can flow, right? Forward and back, left and right, circular, diagonals. And just noticing the range that your body has to move. And even though we're in this structure, like this physical structure that has limitations, the movement and the directions that we can take, and they'll be different for everyone, it can feel pretty limitless when we start to think of all the different directions we can move in the small ways and the big ways. And then start to bring your knees back towards center. Hug your knees in towards your chest. I'm going to take my knees a little bit wider today, so you can play around with knees wider, knees together, and then keep it going. Let yourself rock left and right. Maybe you slide your hands onto your knees as you start to take circular motions. If you're circling in one direction, when you're ready, start to reverse. Bring yourself back to center, knees towards your armpits, flex your feet, feet towards the ceiling. Hold on to the backs of your thighs, your shins, your feet, or your big toes towards happy baby. And then same thing, you might start to rock side to side. Maybe you extend and bend your legs. So this can be different for everyone. And take another breath in your exploration. When you're ready, release the bind of your legs. Hug your knees back into your chest. One more inhale. Exhale, release your feet back down to the floor. Option to take a block, slide it on the lowest height underneath your low back sacrum. And today I'm going to stay here. So if you want to add activation, you might choose to remove the block and lift your hips up. But I'm going to guide for a bit of a more supported space. You can let your arms rest down by your sides, palms face up. And if you have the block underneath you, let your hips get nice and heavy. And so while we're still moving towards this expansion, there's some support. And take one more inhale. And exhale. You might choose to stay in your supported bridge. If you'd like to remove the block, press to your feet so that you can just lift your hips high enough to slide the block out from underneath you. Bring your hip points back down to the floor. And then taking about the next, let's say 1 to 2 minutes to move in your own way. And that movement might mean moving into Savasana. So just know that's always an option. And as you explore your movement, continue to move into your breath. About 1 more minute. So if you're doing anything asymmetrical, give yourself time to work the other side. Coming into about 30 more seconds. And starting to wrap up whatever movement you're exploring and starting to move in the direction of your rest. And so constructive rest, Savasana, seated meditation. And as you find yourself back in a comfortable position, invitation once more to let your eyelids softly close if that feels safe. And turning your gaze back into the internal view. Having taken your body, your breath, your emotions, your mind on a bit of a circular journey with ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys. And again, invitation to step outside of yourself. And from this witness point of view, noticing what may have shifted. Having moved your body, your energy, your breath, is there anything different? So take your time to walk around yourself and to notice any subtle shifts. And when you feel complete, when you feel like you've noticed, observed, and gently drop back in. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale everything out with a sigh. And give yourself these next few moments to rest. Slowly start to deepen your breath. And as your breath again starts to actively move through your body, allow your body itself to start to find movement. And then when you're ready, if you're choosing to close your practice in an upright seat and transitioning in a way that is slow and steady and easeful, until you once more find yourself in a seat. Hands can be down onto your legs, maybe on your heart space or connected at heart center. And as you find yourself either choosing to stay lying down or in a seat, take one more inhale through your nose. Exhale it out big. And thank you for taking the time to allow yourself to move, to flow, and to step outside of what might be that inner self so that you can be in the witness self and observe what's happening. And then from observation, from exploration, we can step back in and perhaps move more skillfully, gracefully, and connected. And so thank you for starting your day and your weekend on your mat. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you very much.